for no video for, I guess it's probably this morning, but I am currently dealing with school, and I'm also currently sick, so, and I also have a test later today, but I have some spare time, and I'm already done writing my notes, so I figured I'd get this started. So, I can blame any mistakes I make on being sick, so there you go, let's get this started. Alright, we'll do a random map, we'll do large, we'll do agricultural this time, and, yeah, and we'll do 5 players. Yeah, 5 players sounds good. And we'll do, the next on the list is the Bergmeister. I also got a request for, well, yeah, I got a request for Warlock and then Bakamono. So, that's another few on the list. The only things that are not on the list right now are the Barbarian, the Priest King, and that's it. we're on the home stretch here. I've almost done every single faction in this game. And I think I'm probably the first to have done it. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Also, I've gained 4 new subscribers sometime this morning, I guess. So welcome, and hope you guys enjoy my channel. So let's go ahead and look at our info for the Bergmeisters, also known as the halflings or the hobbits. They are slow moving, which I hate. But they have the ability to convert farms into Hoburg villages, which is actually a really good that's a really big boost. Since Hoburg villages provide 3 gold and a farm only does 1. Sorry, I'm going to adjust my volume a little. There we go. But the main thing they do is they can collect weed, which is, so far, they're the only race that does it, and I believe the Hoburg villages provide the weed, I guess. And then they can also collect magic gems. So, pretty much the weed is used to summon like naturey stuff, and then the gems are used to summon like constructs, which we've encountered the constructs, and they can be pretty nasty depending on what sort of force you're using. So there you go. The major weakness, of course, is these are hobbits, and they have very little hit points and very little strength, and they're very small and have very little hit points. So it's going to be rather tough. I mean, the trolls had the same issue with the goblins, but I kind of worked around that by being aggressive with just my heroes and, you know, monsters. I don't really have that option with the Bergmeister. Bergmeister, that's kind of a weird name. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. We are Henrik. And there we go. We start out with a Hoburg village for 3 gold and a farm for 1 gold. Right now the Hoburg village doesn't provide anything until we get the required faction, I believe. Okay, Bergmeister. Okay, so he can probably do this conversion thing. I'm a little confused on what it does. Okay, convert farm to Hoburg village. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do that. And hope we don't die. Our recruits are actually a little bit more varied. As you can see, we get 15 for most of these instead of just the standard 5. We also start with 1 trade, which is kind of interesting. But the main issues, of course, is Hoburg Militia do -2 damage, they're slow, have 2 hit points, and nothing special. And then there's Slingers, which do even less, practically the same amount. In fact, looking at this, there is absolutely no reason to buy Militia, because Slingers can do the same amount of melee damage. So, there you go, here's a tip, don't buy Militia. If you have to buy anything, buy Slingers. The crossbows are not as bad, even though they still have -2 damage, which I'm assuming is due to size, not due to strength, because crossbows don't use strength. Well, they technically don't. Hoburg soldiers, which have shields, and they're still rather puny. Defenders, which are a little bit better. Pikeneers, which use pikes. And then there's guards, which have actual armor. But so there's actually no penalty for getting guards, since they don't move as slow, and they actually are cheaper gold-wise. Then there's the hogmeisters, which are probably the only things that actually have some normal damage without any minuses attached to it. Unfortunately, you only get 5 at a time for 50 and 10, and they only have 5 hit points. So my best bet really is to use maybe guards, or yeah, probably guards, since they actually have 1 armor. Excuse me, sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. But yeah, we do start out with a decent amount of forces. We start out with a lot of crossbows, and lot of, we got some defenders and some soldiers. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get all those put together. As you can see, there's a farm nearby and a hamlet, so we actually have a relatively decent start. I'm going to go ahead and save right now and just get that started. Empty slots. We'll call it just Berg 1. Alright. Alright, we have 26 units against their 7. We're definitely gonna lose units every fight. It's gonna be a very draining battle for these guys until we start getting the other other units and stuff. So let's go ahead and attack. And you go ahead and move over here, convert terrain to that. There you go. Spent 20 gold, and now that farm is producing 3 gold instead of 1. So that's a good trade. As you saw, we lost 3 units. Alright, we're good to go for now. We got this hamlet. I don't think we can convert hamlets. Looks like it only farms, which is fine. I wouldn't really spend 20 gold to... I mean, what we just upgraded will pay for itself in 10 turns, so no complaints there. Just looking to see... Yeah, it looks like we're probably closer to the bottom. Yeah, we're close to the bottom. There's probably an easier way to do this. Oops. Alright, there's the right side. We're actually relatively in the middle, for better and for worse. There doesn't seem to be any units nearby, but there could be stealth units for all we know. Let's go ahead and take this farm. These hogmeisters have regular movement, but unfortunately the rest of their movement is still slow, so they can only get to move 2 when they're leading troops, unless you're leading nothing but hog cavalry, I can't pronounce it. You know, hog riders. There you go. He has 4 attacks, which is neat. The bad news is he's in the front row, which means if he dies, I'm gonna have a bunch of just stranded units everywhere. And you don't have any action points. Get a hogmeister for 29 gold. That's a Bergmeister. And this is a hogmeister. So there you go. Recruit units. Yeah, nothing new. Alright. What we can do is go ahead and move down here. I'm going to go ahead and convert that too. We need gold, like a lot of it. Because we're going to be buying units, like, often. Uh-oh. I think I'm about to lose already. Convert terrain, get that. Next turn. Go this way. Enter. Okay. We're still safe. See, bandits and 2 slingers. Alright, we converted that, so now we're going to be gaining like 13 a turn. Also, the fortified hober gives trade and 2 gold, which is really good, actually. Let's go ahead and start buying iron. We just need to go ahead and just stock up on that. Because hobergs versus dwarves, I don't think is going to be a very good battle at all. These guys aren't too bad. They do provide leadership. Leadership 2, in fact. But whatever. Turn. I don't really get what morale does. Oh my god, more of you guys. Okay, it's just a camel. Go here. There we go. See, we're now getting 13 a turn. And as we get more and more iron, we should be able to pull through. Maybe. Alright, we got ourselves a horticulturist. So now we're collecting weed, which are from these Hoburg villages, and our fortified Hoburg will be getting about 5 around. So there you go. Let's take a look at our culturist. He knows level 1 magic. He can befriend animal and cast poison vine. Sorry, that's my MSM going off. Or sorry, that's my Skype going off. Use special power, can do minor summons, and summon Guardian of the Hoburgs, only possible in Ancient Forest. So it's rather straightforward stuff here. It doesn't look like he can upgrade, unless that second part is. not the best of things. You just stay there for now. Go ahead and kill this cannibal, and our turn. Dead. Alright. Fortunately, he attacked my freaking hogmeister. But we should be alright for now. Go down here. We'll just see what's around. Apparently forests and jungles don't provide any weed. The witch has been eliminated. So there you go. That's one person down. We are getting 1 iron per turn due to the trade. Just reminding you guys. As you can see, we're still not getting any weed despite the fact it's early spring. I believe you only get it in summer and fall. So, there is that. Okay, another farm. I want you to go ahead and start heading out, maybe, possibly. Yeah, let's go ahead and just move the Bergmeister. Hopefully I don't hit any, like, stealth units on the way. Okay. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and recruit some units. Let's get some more... sheesh, not really good options. I think I'm better off almost saving... Well, the problem with guards, though, is you only get 10. So with soldiers, you at least get the big shield. I don't know. It's just... We have a rather weak force. It's just something we kind of gotta accept. So let's go ahead and recruit units. We'll get some soldiers. That's really our best bet. It's really going to be a matter of just outlasting the opponent with sheer numbers over anything else. So let's go ahead and transfer units, and we'll take them with us. Just hang out here. There we go. Alright, there's a swamp thing. These things are resistant to piercing. This is awful. These things will kind of eat us. Well, probably going to eat us. But let's go ahead and just take this guy out. And you have, yeah, you are the culturalist. You go ahead and just head back, since I can convert with this guy. So let's end our turn and see if we can handle this guy. There we go. It's a deer. Alright, let's transfer units. We'll take all these with us. And go ahead and attack this deer. You go ahead and step here and convert terrain. There we go. Now we're gonna get more. We'll get more weed and more gold. So it's really beneficial in the long run. Let's see. We're in late spring and turn. There we go. A horologist, whatever that is. A coil spring gun. Strikes anywhere, it can stun. I believe these guys are the ones that can invent stuff, like using gems and all that. Fortunately, I don't have any mines, and it doesn't really matter that much. If you notice, let's see, we have 9. We're getting 9 per turn, so there you go. Fortunately, we need 10 to do the minor summon. I don't know what the minor summon will get us. It's not too important. You don't have any action points left. Let's it's not really, it really sucks being in the middle. So, am I able to, like, detect stealth? I don't know. Oh well, let's go ahead and take out the slinger. There's not much we can do about that iron mine, because that's 17 units there. Those guys will just shred our hauberks. So let's go ahead and end our turn. Let's use special power. Minor summon. Serpents. That's actually kinda good. I have no complaints about what that's are summoned. Of course there'll probably be like things like bunnies and stuff, but I'll just assume that's a good sign right now. Slinger bandits. Yeah, there's the bandits that were wandering around earlier. End our turn. We can go ahead and hire some more units. Let's recruit some more soldiers. Yeah. I think one of our biggest weaknesses is obviously going to be AoEs, because AoEs are just going to destroy us. I mean, seriously. Like, even those minor spells that do, like, maybe, you know, 1 to 4 damage are just going to annihilate my army. They don't have very much magic resist. So, something we're just going to have to be aware of. Oh, cool, another farm. Go ahead and use special power. Rabbits. Yep. 0 damage, rabbits. Oh well. At least that kind of gives me someone that can just wander around by himself. Because I kind of want to do that. At least until, you know, I get more units or something. Let's go ahead and transfer units. Take all these with us. And, yeah, we'll go ahead and help out. And end our turn. There we go. Lost 1 unit. And there's those guys again. 5 bandits. 1 bandit, or sorry, 1 bandit, 5 slingers. Against our servants. Well, let's go ahead and use special power again. Get some wolves. And we'll move our way back. We'll have them just guard. Transfer units. Give me all those, please. Alright, we got ourselves 2 rows of them. But, actually what I kind of want to do is actually take control of all these. And you can just go back here. And you can just be like a delivery guy. It just bothers me that he's like in the front. And I really want back row leaders. I mean, he's pretty good. He does good damage. It's just, you know, if he dies, he dies. Alright, they're moving away. Cool. Just keep summoning. There's not anything else I have to, like, save up for, so... excuse me. Just keep summoning stuff. See, a serpent. We can handle 1 serpent. Yeah. So, there you go. Also, since now we can just move around and, convert terrain. Did I convert it? Yes, I did. Alright, cool. Now, every turn we're going to have enough to... Well, every turn that we can harvest, we'll have enough to do another, summon. I mean, they're not fantastic, but they're better than nothing. And they're cheap. I mean, 10 for a minor summon, and usually summons multiples. So, not too bad, not too bad. Go ahead, just hang out there. Use special power. Is there anything else I can do? No. So, sorry, it's my Skype again. There's another wolf. Head on down this way. End our turn. Alright, we got ourselves a free horologist. As you can see, these are the ones that summon the constructs. I'm immediately interested to see what these dragons are. Fortunately, in order to do that, we have to get this iron mine. We have 50 units, so it might be possible to handle those guys now. We are getting a little bit of gold per turn. It's going to take 50 gold and a couple of iron to do the crossbows. So let's go ahead and make our way back. It's going to take a few turns just to get through the mountains because we move so slow. So let's just go here. What else can you do? You have a quill spring gun? Okay. Nothing too special. He can just hang out, really. I don't want him to accidentally die, so we'll just head up here. Alright, there's the bandits, and there's the serpent. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Uh-oh. Who are you? Alright, doesn't look like these are spellcasters. Nope, no spellcasters. Alright, we should be good to take on these guys. Oh, why'd I hate when I do that. I think I might die, actually, because I can't move. Yep, I can't move. That sucks. Well, this might be a quick game. Yep, there it goes. Well, let me load game. That sucks, guys. Sorry about that. And we're back at the beginning. Well, transfer units. We have control of everything. Go ahead and attack. least we know it's all around us. But yeah, that kind of sucked. Getting caught in the mountains like that, that was just lame. Just skip it. I'm just gonna skip the fights until we... Guess what, we lost. Alright, well, there goes that. Intern. Transfer units, take control of all of them. Alright, and move there. Intern. So we lost our, immediately lost our, hero this time around. But I'm not gonna bother loading because it was bound to happen anyway, so... Intern. Trying to remember what the other ones... Kill you. Intern. Dead. Alright. Cool, got our horticulturalist or whatever. Just like before, I'm just gonna... I'll probably just... oh yeah. Trade. Buy iron. Oh, we can buy and sell weed once we get access to those things. Not much we can do right now. Let's head on up this way. Intern. There's the bandits. Let's go ahead and attack the bandits. You, on the other hand, move on up. Intern. If I lose the horticulturist, I am loading, by the way. I'm not going to deal with that. Wow, there's just a lot of units around us all of a sudden. If the deer attack me, I'd swear. Yep, there it goes. I'm loading. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off here and just get back to, like, where we were before. So, sorry guys. That was really bad luck on our part. So, this was the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Conquest of Elysium 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon.